Wow, there has just been so much drama happening within the Call of Duty community that I just have to cover it. What's going on, everybody? Cryptix here, and today we're going to be talking about the weapons in loot boxes fiasco that has been a part of the Call of Duty rumor mill, as we'll call it, for the past 72 hours or so. Before we even jump into this video, guys, don't forget to drop a like. Can we get 100 likes on this video? And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell next to the subscribe button next to my name. Let's jump into this. So, I mainly cover a lot of gaming news as well as pop culture news, and this week has just been all about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Between the end of the beta, people's reviews about it, it's essentially got me thinking that this could be one of the better Call of Duties. However, this news was tainted, as a matter of fact, over the past 48 hours or so, because one of these YouTubers that covers Call of Duty called the Gaming Revolution, I never personally watched him, but apparently he's pretty big in the Call of Duty community when it comes to news. He said that there are going to be weapons in loot boxes within Call of Duty. So this kind of blew up over social media as well as YouTube. People were making videos about how outraged they were in conjunction with the whole exclusivity deal with the PlayStation 4 and how Call of Duty is only going to have this certain game mode on the PlayStation 4 for a whole year. So people were getting really pissed off, and I think a lot of people were more angry about the loot boxes weapons fiasco more than anything else. But one of the developers at Infinity Ward actually took the time to bash one of these YouTubers that is known as the Gaming Revolution for this quote-unquote half-baked rumor. So I'm going to actually read the first paragraph, we'll take a little break, and then we'll read the second. It's pretty long, but if you just want a brief summary right now, the first paragraph is basically a pity party, and the second paragraph is essentially them taking shots at rumors within the Call of Duty community. So let's read the first paragraph, and I'll leave the paragraph up on the screen so you can follow along. So this specific person goes, "Hey gang, take a second and think about who on the production side comes to this sub and reads through the comments. Infinity Ward devs. We are a mixed bag of nerds, jocks, and everything in between. It's amazing, but we all get along and come together every day to build something that we believe in. We've dedicated our careers to being the best at what we do and making the best possible game we can make. That's corny, but at the same time, this is a job, and if you work at a job and aren't successful, then eventually there is no job. Almost all of us have worked in this industry for long enough to know that if we don't make a good game, that no one will play it. It's pretty much all we think about, and for the most of us, we can treat every game like it's our last, so we put everything we have into it. We never hold back. Public forums like this sub are part of our process. It's where we come together to gather exterior thoughts and feedback on what we are crafting. We are about 4 weeks away from launch, but at the game, we will continue to live beyond that date. This sub will be a way for us to keep getting an outside hands-on perspective from everyone that plays the game. Everyone benefits from this. Player experiences get better and better, and we get to keep making these games." So basically, the first paragraph is them just talking about the environment of their company. And I don't want to be blunt here, but I don't really give a shit about that. I want you to tell me that there's not going to be weapons in loot boxes. But, they talk about how, we're a group of people. They're trying to kind of personify and make themselves feel human, I guess, through this Reddit post. And I get that. I want, respect for human beings to always occur, no matter if it's in the video game industry, whatever, right? But they essentially made this sound like a pity party to my, I guess, humble opinion, because they say, oh, we don't hold back, we make every video game like it's our last, and then they also try to make us feel sympathy because they're a game developer, and if they're not the best at what they do, they get fired. And that's just the career that they chose. I mean, it's the same thing like if a waitress was complaining that she wasn't getting enough tips. That is the career that you decided to choose, and if you're complaining about it on a subreddit, I have no respect for you. But then they start off the second paragraph by taking off shots. Actually, the whole paragraph is taking shots at Gaming Revolution, who is the person that made this rumor kind of blow up about weapons actually in loot boxes. So they go off and they say, so yes, the current drama, you're all being heard, all of it. I don't know why, but on my daily scans of the sub where I'm looking for useful feedback, I even read the ultra dark comments that tell me how incompetent and stupid I must be and how I should go away somewhere where I can't harm people with my bad ideas and artwork. We all have a pretty thick skin here, but yeah, it can kind of get to you. Believe me, we keep it professional, but of course, people that pass by my office from time to time can hear me scream through the walls. Oh, how sad. It's disappointing, but we move on with our day. I understand that there are people here that have things going on in their lives, or they're upset about something to do with this game, and they need to get the poison out and feel like they are being listened to. You are, and yeah, go for it, but keep it clean and maybe even a little creative. Get out of your system, but remember, there's a team of human beings here at Infinity Ward, and we have crappy days just like you. Our interest is entirely the game itself. There are some announcements that have come up this week that are official and some that are rumors. All I ask from you is to focus on information that is actually fact and not get thrown off by the ill-informed people that want to make a name for themselves by spreading half-baked inflammatory rumors. Let's work real problems together and not fairy tales of boogeymen. That's all I got. Hope you guys are having a good day. We are really excited about the game here at Infinity Ward. Thank you and can't wait for launch day. Alright, so here we got to break down a couple of things. So the first blaring thing that I have to say about this whole response is the fact that they never said and confirmed that there will never be weapons in loot crates, okay? That's the first thing. They didn't actually say that. So people are now saying, oh, we're going to believe Infinity Ward. They're not going to have weapons in loot crates. Guys, they never said that in this response. They just said it was a rumor. They didn't say the rumor is true or false. Rumors can be true. They could come out to fruition. So I don't want to hear this that, oh, Infinity Ward's not going to have weapons in loot boxes. I also, like I said before in the first paragraph, would like to say that this was a total pity party. The second paragraph, like I said before, is also just taking shots at the gaming revolution. So now we got to break down a whole nother system, which I think a lot of people already know if you're a Call of Duty player at this point. Call of Duty is notorious for adding weapons in loot boxes. And even if they don't directly say that, we're going to add weapons to loot boxes, and even if it doesn't happen within the first month, you damn well know 3 or 4 or 5 months down the line when this game is like mid-cycle, they add all of these weird weapons. They're not even like realistic weapons. They'll add like some kind of laser gun or something like that. They've been doing that, but I think this Call of Duty might be different in terms of being realistic and kind of having the boots on the ground and just a whole grounded experience. But regardless, there's going to be weapons in loot crates. And even if there's not specifically weapons in loot crates, there's going to be parts, legendary pieces that you will be able to end up crafting your own weapon, aka unlocking the weapon after spending a ton of money on additional loot crates. You might not get the weapon in one loot crate. It might take you 30 loot crates to gather the pieces together to create the weapon. I don't know why people have not discussed this yet or talked about this yet. Basically, Call of Duty is hoeing out. They are full out going to end up releasing loot boxes that have these weapons and items in them to give them kind of an uneven advantage over the competition, over the people that don't spend money on these loot crates, that don't spend money on these loot boxes. And all in all, it might seem great for the first couple of months because that's what Call of Duty Infinity Ward or Treyarch does. Whether they're their Modern Warfare series or the Black Ops series, they all do this. They all wait about 2 to 3 months for all of their reviews to pump out, especially the first month, right? And then, after that third month, they go hoe out. They just release everything that they need to do in order to get enough funds, to get enough money for the next Call of Duty title. That's exactly what they are doing here, and this response absolutely means nothing to me. It literally did not even need to be said because all I saw were a bunch of empty words, a bunch of broken promises or foreseeable broken promises in the future, and yeah, that's basically where we're at right now. I don't believe Infinity Ward whatsoever. If they ever come out with a statement saying there will not be weapons in loot boxes, they could easily twist that whole wording around and make it seem like there won't be weapons in loot boxes, but then let us get the parts, the pieces to unlock a weapon that is only unlocked through loot boxes. They've always made the grind wall so hard for people that don't spend money for the past 5 or 6 years now that This honestly needs to be taken with a grain of salt. I'm pretty sure weapons are going to be in loot boxes. Why would they not do that if people are going to fork over hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get the one-up on the competition? So I hope you all did enjoy this video. It might have seemed a little pessimistic, but don't worry. I will still be playing Modern Warfare and showing gameplay footage because more often than not, I feel like the weapons that they do release do give a one-up on the competition, but I like to stay with no money spent because Call of Duty comes out every single year. Along with that, we have the PlayStation 4 exclusive that, I won't be able to play certain Spec Ops missions until next year of October because I'm an Xbox player. So there's a lot of things wrong with this game right now, and hopefully they can be hashed out before launch, but definitely comment down below your thoughts. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'm Cryptix, not going to be spending money on loot boxes that have weapons within them, and I'm signing off.